This is pretty awesome. We're not only doing a podcast about a beer that is based on an album that is critically acclaimed, highly acclaimed, universally acclaimed. Adjective, then acclaimed. And right now, my wife is out there. She's listening to albums because we've all become turned. I missed vinyl because I'm a young child. I missed vinyl. You were knee deep in it because you're elderly.
Yeah, that was what it was all about there for a while. Mostly 45s, and then some albums as I actually got a little bit more money. But yeah.
But we got, like I said, but we've been drawn back into it. Like I said, because there's a lot of albums that I still call, even though I've bought mostly CDs, I still call them albums, and most people still kind of understand that. But anyway,
yeah, photo album, it's a collection.
It is a collection, like I said. So I've gone back and things that have either meant something to me or that were, just a certain thing. It's like, oh, that there's so many, we've started buying vinyl and we have a turntable now and we've had it for a while and been really getting into that. Finally, you've been drawn into that as well. But what?
Just when I think that. Oh, that's
right. Oh, Godfather reference. Which, if you were watching us live, you would have seen that. But we've been. She's actually playing out there. Little Phil Collins.
No jacket required.
No jacket required. Okay.
Yes.
I always want to say jack off.
Oh,
required, but that's not.
Yeah.
That is not. That Phil Collins album actually didn't come out.
Never did.
No, it didn't.
It would have a different picture on the cover.
We're gonna reverse it. Flip the B side, and we've got a wood-aged beer for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew,
and I am Keith, and the beverage. Wait, and we are about. Wait, I'm going to try that again.
We are about beverages,
and
you
Keith,
have a beverage
and
today.
We are about beverages.com, and the beverage we are about today is the wood-aged Bitches Brew. Doesn't say barrel aged.
I found the right graphic.
Doesn't say barrel aged specifically, but wood-aged. So I don't know what. Makes it specifically that if they use wood chips. We're gonna look for a little information here, but
Sons of Biscuits. It doesn't say there.
We believe that we have tried the original Bitches Brew in the past. I think it was in a 25.4 ounce bottle, I believe, because usually they don't do the 22 ounce bombers. They do the bigger ones. So we probably had that in the past. But this caught our eye a couple of weeks ago at Tap and Bottle North specifically, which one of our favorite places to purchase beers. And so, yeah, we Andrew's decided to share this for this podcast.
Well, we had a couple options. I won't say what the other one is because we might do a podcast on that at some point. True. But this was chosen by the chat because we are live every Thursday now on twitch.tv/aboutbeverages. If you want to drop us a follow there, we really appreciate that. I am looking here to see. Wow, they're saying this is available year-round now. Starting in
not very special.
Starting in 2018. Well,
it started just now. So we're on the cusp.
Okay,
we're at the forefront of this new availability movement here. So
I'm not seeing exactly what they aged it in. I apologize for not being. I thought I'd be able to find this really quick. It does not say on the bottle. Unless you find it, I would love it. There's a lot of talk of Miles Davis, who's awesome. Speaking of vinyl, I should get this on vinyl. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know if he's got it anymore, but he did have it down at Wooden Tooth.
We'll
just say wood aged.
We're just gonna say wood aged, and we know Sam Calagione, who was also in The Godfather. He wasn't. He wasn't. I think so. Maybe. He was him and Fredo and Sam Calagione.
Sam Calagione.
Yeah. I heard someone the other day. They were talking. I can't remember what they were talking about, but they're like, "Well, he's more of the Fredo," and I thought that was hilarious. Yeah.
You don't want to be associated.
See, and that's why The Godfather 2 is the best of the Godfathers, is because the whole thing with him. No one does anything to him until
as long as my mother's alive.
As long as my mother's alive. The next scene, the mother is dead, and he's crying at the casket.
Yeah, of course. He knows bad things are about to happen.
Good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's true.
All right.
True. Great actor, gone way too soon too. That's for sure.
That's true. And
his only 4 roles were in, I think, Best Picture nominated movies.
Wow, that's an amazing
something like that. Joe was saying that, but yeah, the Conversation, both of the Godfathers, and the
Conversation, also a movie from Coppola,
and the Deer Hunter, I believe, were his 4 either major movies or 4 movies. So
I need to see the Deer Hunter.
I've never seen that either.
No,
I've watched The Conversation. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Cindy Williams is in that.
Really?
Shirley of Laverne and Shirley, and I think Harrison. I
thought you were going to say Lenny. I thought you were going to say Lenny or Squiggy.
No, I think Harrison Ford might be in that. Gene Hackman. It's good. It's good.
Gene Hackman had a lot going on there for a little bit. Obviously,
he
the
did.
conversation you just talked about, French Connection, was kind of around that same time period too, because that was
A
like
little bit before,
71
71 or two,
two.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but the stats we usually give, which I kind of remember that we did not give on the last.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the? Well, no, don't worry about that.
8% or 9%? 9%, I think. I just.
Thank you. 9%. Yep.
Yeah.
9%. I got a little more head on mine.
Hey now.
Hey now. Heyo.
Nice and
Color wise, yeah, it's
So you're
just.
gonna put that in the.
Oh, you know what? I
the
can put it in the
beverage
can.
cam?
Should we? All right, we'll see if
Let's
the
see.
beverage cam actually
I
works.
have to
Are you
go
ready?
this way.
Are you ready for the beverage cam? No, some people want you to be right in the beverage cam. All right, table cam. Revealed. What do you think? I think that's dark.
Dark.
Yeah, that's dark right
Hey, there I am again.
You're bare.
I'm floating above. Okay. Good.
That's my wife, and that's me. Basketball
Yeah.
reference there. Yeah, that's dark as all. Wow, that I bet you could float a bottle. Yeah.
Man,
Man.
you can try. Too much.
No, I don't have to fish it back out.
Too much
I don't have a
barrel fermented
talent.
Chardonnay for you.
Maybe, perhaps.
There's a little bit of fruit. There's a little bit of coffee. There's a little bit of a little chocolate maybe in there. There's a lot of going.
Yeah, I like that there's a little bit of fruit in there too. Like I said, because a lot of times, sometimes you get the darker thing. It's like, I mean, coffee's great, chocolate's great, little vanilla, little wood. Like, but then when you kind of get that note of something else, like I said, if there's a little bit of fruit in there, not overwhelmingly so, where it feels fake.
A little
anything like
smoky.
that.
Little
Yeah.
smokiness in there too. Wow, that's very smooth.
Yeah.
That's one of those that. Ooh, but there is a lingering like fruit sour.
Yeah, that
the
really.
back.
I am honestly kind of surprised by that, and I love it. That's a very welcome surprise of something I got. Like, exactly, you were perfect in your description of what you got in the nose. And I love it when something isn't too disparate from what I get actually in
Yeah.
the flavor, and that honestly is fantastic.
It's almost chocolate covered cherry with a hint of smoke.
yeah. And,
That's-
nice little wood in there, and
That is
yeah.
so smooth, though. Sometimes beers like this, to me, and well, not the 9% probably helps, but sometimes beers like this to me can be a little too heavy.
Oh, man.
And be a little too much. But
Yeah.
that is really wow. So year round, you say?
Year round, I say. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really good.
Price wise, I can't remember what this was.
Shh, Nikes.
Jeez, I shouldn't have brought it up.
Unfortunately,
Can't remember what it
is Rebecca watching us right now? She could tell us. Rebecca or Scott, let us know.
What did we buy this? Oh,
I don't
might-
think it was ridiculously expensive. Like, I want to say it was like. I want to say it was $4 or $5.99, but I could be really wrong. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is really good. Like I said, the fruit really comes through nicely. Oh,
Wait.
okay. Well, I was stalling a little bit there, but if you've got something, and when you do, you need to come closer to the mic because no one is going to hear you. You got it?
I got it.
Was I close?
What did you say?
I said it was either I thought $4.99 or $5.99.
$3.55.
Well, son of a gun, this is even better.
$3.55. Now, for a 6-pack, that's still a little stout. Oh,
I like what you did
I
there.
didn't
Did you
even
do that on purpose?
No, I wish I could say I did.
That's good.
It just,
That's good.
when you've been doing this as long as we have, it just naturally happens.
That's right.
Sometimes. But yeah,
what you
no,
said.
it's whoa, boom. Yeah, $3.55.
I would definitely easily buy a 6-pack of that. And I know that is a lot of money, but like for $20 for having one of these, it's nice too, because don't get me wrong. I love the heaviest of heavies, the oily, super, like I'm going to put a spoon in this stout and it stands up because it's been but this is like a really neat, happy medium.
Right.
Where it's a little thinner on body, which usually sometimes we criticize, but because of the fruit play that's kind of
Right.
in there,
Makes
I
it-
think that's what actually makes it really stand out as something
Yeah.
different, and the little bit thinness to the body and some of the flavors, I think works then more harmonious with the smoke and a little bit of the chocolate. And I love this. This is really good.
This on a special night or occasion, this wouldn't be what you'd finish with, but this
No.
would be one of your bridges, one
Yeah.
of your steps in your
Right.
arc.
Yes.
One of your intermediaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would definitely be the bridge to Madison County.
We've got.
Oh God. No, that'd be because it's wood age, so there's some age in it. So
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going for there. We got two old people. In the
I want to
bathtub.
look up what we did with this one in the past. So that'd be interesting. So
We'll have to look at that, but they can too.
yes, please, we'll do that. If you'd like to go to the website aboutbeverages.com and do a little search for when we previously had this and see what we thought of it. I don't remember specifically what I thought of it, but I'm thinking
It wasn't
I like
wood
this a
age,
lot
though.
better. Right. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. It was not.
It was not. But like I said, again, you can find this around town if you're in southern Arizona. I'm sure this is nationally available if we can find it because they're in.
Yeah.
Where are they at? Where's Dogfish at?
Delaware.
Thank you. If it's found its way to Arizona, it's found its way.
Yeah,
It's
no,
found its
he's-
way to you.
yeah, he's fairly
And yeah, if
ubiquitous.
this is year round, this is fantastic. But definitely check out the website, as Keith already mentioned, and you can find the tasting notes that we will have for this beverage. And if you found us on YouTube, we appreciate that as well. We appreciate the subscribe. And if you want to watch us live, we are here every Thursday tasting things just like this, whether it be wine, could be weird Japanese sodas, because we've done that. We've done
Ramyun.
beer, everything and everything. We've done smoothies. We're about beverages, so we do
Correct.
a lot of things. We tend to focus on alcohol stuff,
Yeah.
but if you have any suggestions, we're happy to hear that as well.
Yeah.
But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.